At the host country media center, and with me here is a Korean journalist, Kevin, for us to talk about tomorrow's match between Ghana and Korea Republic. Kevin, how do you assess your chances against the Black Stars of Ghana in tomorrow's match?
Ghana is very talented, but their teamwork is kind of weak, I think. They're pretty new. I heard that there are new players that recently came into the team. So as a teamwork wise, I think they're pretty new. So I think Korea will win this match.
So what do you think makes this Korean team special that you think they will be able to overcome Ghana?
For our head coach was in Korea team for a long time, and then we built up that teamwork. As you can see when we play with Uruguay, we had a great teamwork. And we conquered pretty much midfield and every bits of a passing game. So even though Ghana's players are very skillful, physically good, I think their teamwork is not really a strong point. So if we play as a whole team, like South Korea play as a team, like Uruguay, I think there's a good chance that we can beat Ghana.
Okay, we talked about Ghana not having teamwork. That's something that is a disadvantage. Is there anything positive that you've seen from the Ghanaian team after watching them play against Portugal?
So with African team, I noticed that anything can happen, especially Asian team versus African team. You guys have more advantage, physically, speed, and talented. But the thing is, it all depends who gets more chances. But in other way, I think you guys have speed, technique, physicality. All that is an advantage to you. But teamwork is not the good part of you guys. So it all depends. But if Ghana scores first, then there's a huge chance that Ghana could score more. But if South Korea scores more, Ghana can lose their ability.
Realistically, which two countries do you think can make it from the group
advance to the round of 16?
Yes.
I think Portugal and Korea. Portugal already won one game, right? So they have good chance. And we already play Uruguay, but Uruguay, Suarez and some of the attackers and defenders are getting old. I can see that there's a transitioning to the old to the new players, but not actually settled as a good team yet. So I think I was kind of surprised at how Korean team plays. So I think Portugal and South Korea.
I've been joined here by two colleague journalists, this Michael Okule from GBC and also my brother Frederick Jamwanti, and I'll be asking them what they're expecting in tomorrow's game. So let's start off with Michael Okule. Michael Okule, what are you expecting tomorrow's game between Ghana and Ghana?
Well, to sum it up, I expect nothing by the win because we lost our first game against Portugal in a very bizarre circumstance. And so the next game against South Korea, which happens to be our second good game, anything short of victory will make our qualification chances very, very slim. And for us not to make an impact in this particular championship, I think we need to win against South Korea tomorrow. And if you look at Ghana against South Korea in previous competitions or previous meetings, it looks as if the odds are in favor of the Black Stars, and that is exactly what I'm expecting Coach Eduardo and his charges to capitalize on and also dominate the game for tomorrow and ensure that we get our first win and then to brighten our chances of making it beyond the group phase.
Frederick, Michael Okule seems very confident. He was talking about stats. In our previous game, Ghana has faced South Korea, always emerged victorious. What do you think? Do you think we shouldn't be complacent going into tomorrow's game? Because Korea drew goalless with you.
We just have one job to do. That is to go and back on the team. Have to be a little bit of hope for qualifying to the next stage. We have nothing more to fight for since we've lost our first game. We don't need to drop any more points. So we have to just fight more now to get it.
Right, before I come to you, do you think Ochoado should maintain the same squad that started against Uruguay? Because as you saying that we don't change the winning team, but unfortunately that was very limited. We lost that game. Going into tomorrow's game, do you expect new additions, or you expect the coach to keep the same line?
You can have the same personnel but different approach to the game. I think we don't have to go and sit back anymore. So we don't have to go and sit back and give too much respect to the Koreans we need to the Portuguese. I think we should just keep firing cylinders just from the bottom of the first facility to attack from all angles. And then put a little bit of fear in them. This will also give us that confidence to get more goals and also to settle us to get ourselves settled quickly. So I feel we should go all out just from the beginning and then forget about change of personnel. I think the same personnel can also do whatever we want them to do, but change the strategy and mentality.
Okay. Okay, the same question. Should we maintain the same starting lineup, or you expect to see one or two players in Otuado's starting 11?
But I think it depends on the tactics and then how the players will be arranged on the field. If we are to go by our last game against Portugal, if you look at the arrangement at the back, we had 3 central defenders at the back, and then Alidu and Baba Rahman operating as wing backs. But the problem, what I witnessed was that Baba, whenever he's on offensive, is solid, but he find it difficult tracking back, creating huge vacuum at his end, at the defensive part, making it difficult for the 3 central defenders to deal with. It created a lot of problems for us. So if you are going by what we saw yesterday, and the coach will repeat the same tactics, then I expect a different person to operate at when Baba Rahman operated yesterday. We want someone who will be able to go and come back. Let's not forget that we are going to play against South Korea, who are very quick, and then they are very fast and pacey whenever they are especially on the wing, whenever they are on offensive. So if we are going to go by the 3-back system, then I think we need to change personnel. Based on your question you asked, we need to change personnel. Especially, we know Baba is not that fast and he is not pacey, and defensively he's fragile as compared to his offensive ability. So I think that looking at the personalities, he is the only person that I think that if that is on condition, if Coach Otuado will be going with the 3-back system, I think he should be someone that needs to be changed.
All right, so you heard from our colleague journalist Michael Okule from GBC and Frederick Mante, the Intellice and also a social media expert, having their opinion on tomorrow's game between Ghana versus Korea. My name is Herbert Wachiano, reporting from Doha.